All right, on the ice, touching the white. Touching the white. Thank you. Hit.
My name is Laura White, and I am an ice hockey referee. I played on my first travel team when I was 4 years old.
My name's Reagan Young, and I'm 7 years old, and I play center.
I am Ava Rinker. I play defense, and I play for the 19U Tier 1 Junior Flyers team.
My name is Kelsey Colzer. I am women's head ice hockey coach at Arcadia University. Probably around the age of 3 or 4, they put me on skates for the first time. And from there, it was kind of the rest is history. I had to, just because of circumstance, right? I had to play co-ed boys hockey in this area until about the age of 13 or 14. There just wasn't, girls hockey at the time wasn't as prominent as it is now.
I started in boys. I played with 2 other girls, and we were the only 3 girls on the team.
3, including me.
How do you like playing with boys?
It's fun. It's really fun. They're really good, so I like competing against them.
I think she rises to the occasion. I think she does a great job against the boys. She has fun with the girls on her team, and she has fun with the boys on the team.
It was a lot of fun. We were a tight-knit group, too. The boys really took us in under their wings at times.
My father was very obsessed with street hockey.
All right, guys, squaring up.
And played all the time, and then he got my older brother into ice hockey. We used to skate at 5 in the morning in clinics and before school and after school, so.
I think I was 6, about turning 7. Once I put on skates, it felt like I was on the ice and getting ready to do something new that I never done before.
I think part of it did have to do with the fact that, my cool older cousins were playing it, and that was really cool for me. But I mean, for me, it was just the constant action. Once I started to realize that I had like a lot of skill for it, I think it kind of flipped a switch to, being pretty serious about it. I had my sights set on college hockey, and I knew I wanted to play the highest level that I could. And so in order to do that in girls hockey, you have to go to tournaments and showcases and get seen by the right people.
When I started getting into high school age, I started also playing for a couple women's teams so that I would be able to have college options.
About 2014, I played on a tournament team that went to Finland. We won a championship over there. That was the first girls team I played on. I really just want to compete at a high level on a team where I'm just having fun.
So Ava's kind of been a trailblazer with girls hockey in this building in general. She's the captain this year, so she's the leader. But I think she's somebody that she takes time to talk to the younger kids in the building, and everybody kind of knows who she is. So she was our first D1 commit.
We had a family friend who she played for the Minnesota Gophers, and I want to play in Minnesota because that's where she went to.
Leading into my junior year of high school, my mom and I sat down and made the decision for me to go play for the New Jersey Rockets up in Bridgewater, New Jersey.
I played for Little Flyers the 1 year and Princeton Tiger Lilies, where we went to nationals, and I was able to get an offer from Robert Morris for Division I.
It was definitely a hike. It was an hour and a half each way to go practice twice a week, 2 games on the weekends. We went to Canada 3 or 4 times in that year. We went to Wisconsin a couple times, Detroit a couple times. So it was a lot of travel, but ultimately, the pro is that it got me to Princeton and, got me a college education. So, I look now at where girls hockey is now, and definitely a little bit jealous of them.
Go to the other side, other side, other side! Woo! That's a goal.
You would think it would be like the physical aspect of it, but it's really not. It's just as physical. But I feel like there's more speed in girls where you have to use it to get around people.
So we, as officials, we work all levels of the game. I work anything from a youth sport game up to through college, the women's pro leagues.
All right, stand outside, guys. On the eight.
Officiating women's games, you can definitely identify more of a system focus where the teams are more focused on running their plays.
There's a lot of little things that go into hockey itself, and I feel like for women in a male-dominant sport, it takes even more heart that go into their play to make it as good as it is. It's back and forth, like speed is the name of the game.
There's this thought that girls hockey is, slower and not as exciting because there's not checking and things like that. But, in reality, the game it's just as fast, it's just as skilled, it's just as exciting. So if there was an increased exposure, I think that would really help to catapult the women's hockey game, beyond what anyone could think it can be.
The fan base is growing daily. Like, girls are getting more and more interested in hockey, so there is a demand for that. And yeah, I mean, some of the initiatives you've seen from NHL, like trying to get more girls involved in the game, and you've seen a lot of growth of the girls' game in general.
The NWHL started, I believe, during my junior year, and then I got drafted the summer between junior and senior year. It's nothing like men's professional anything. When you look at everything from the day-to-day things to everything up to the salary, there was no such thing as a salary. The years that I played, we got paid per game played. So there were players on our team that came to practices, but unfortunately were scratched and didn't get paid a single dollar. I mean, at the end of it, between travel expenses, tolls, gas, things like that, I wound up actually paying to play my first year. I mean, nothing to the fault of the league, it's just due to lack of resources for women's professional, kind of as a whole.
Where you see in some other sports, there's more support from the men's leagues, so where the money is and where the exposure is. So I think for women's hockey at some point, I can see it partnering up more and more with the NHL and with NHL franchises.
When I was finished with college, there wasn't many options after that at all.
Well, I always saw myself playing hockey for fun when I was older.
There's a lot more leagues emerging for females to be able to go from Division I into competitive leagues and still continue competing and playing in the game.
I feel like if I have an opportunity to continue playing hockey and keep playing this sport I really like, I would. But lately, I guess I don't really see that much potential in playing it.
Oh, it would be amazing. Then it's another platform for our girls to be able to look at someone and say, I can do that too, and live those dreams. It'd be wonderful if it took off more and became as the caliber of what the NHL is today.
You see so many male professional athletes spending millions of dollars on their health and wellness in a given year. We had athletic trainers while we were at the rink, but that was pretty much it. It was all up to you. And so that was something that I definitely struggled with, right? Because you want to be the best that you can be when you're playing, professional hockey, but when you sit back and look at the reality of it, it's not really easy.
The women players just need to be put in a situation where it can be their livelihood and it can be their full time, and because they do put a lot of time into it. So
you're tired all the time. You also have to think about your 9-to-5 job, and so that was something that you definitely see the disparity between the men's side and the women's side. I mean, I think it makes it really clear why the girls continue to play professional hockey. It's not for the glamour, it's not for the money, it's strictly for the love and for hoping that one day, if they put enough, if we put enough time and effort into it, that it will get to a point where girls can use that as their full-time jobs.
So somebody pushed me. We were fighting against the boards to get the puck, and he pushed me down, and then I got right back up, and then I looked at him in the eyes and then pushed him right back down.
Yeah, this past Sunday, Reagan she was against the boards. I couldn't quite see the one angle, and she apparently got pushed first. All I saw was Reagan pushing him down, and I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? I was just proud. I would be proud of my son. I'd be proud of my daughter. They got up. Somebody pushed me, and I'm going to push them back because they want to. You have to stand up for yourself. You can't let people walk on you.
When he pushed me, it felt like I was mad because I mean, if somebody just pushed me down, I don't feel like, okay, it's fine. I just get right back up and push them back down.
Like, they wanted to be treated just like the boys players are. Like, they want to be taken seriously because they work really, really hard at what they do and they care a lot. And they want to get that respect and get that recognition of how good they are and how much they put into it and how much they care, and that girls are hockey players.
I think having someone in the position to be able to represent you definitely helps clarify and be able to see the goals of where you want to be in the future.
Did you have fun? So I heard you got to hold a gold medal.
So I got to hold the gold medal from Gigi Marvin, and one day I hope I get to have my own gold medal.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity to have a role model such as Michelle Peterson, even Gigi Marvin that she got to meet for the gold medal. Just knowing that that level is attainable and that she has hopes and dreams that can be done. It's not just one of those pipe dreams.
I find a lot of value in watching people before you play and learning from them. Just watching them work hard because you have that goal and you want to build yourself to that goal. Just change it just a little to be yourself, but to where you could either be them or beat them.
I've been very fortunate in the sense that the male side of officiating and the male side of just hockey in general have been very supportive towards my career. So I think to move forward, to progress, is just continuing to enforce the support system, that it's not a big division between males and females, that if you can skate a game, then you're going to skate the game.
Women have the power to really change the world, and so the reality of me being able to empower these girls moving forward, that's absolutely something that's in my control, and so that's something that I definitely want to do. There's times where I sit back and I think to myself, well, are people going to take me really seriously? I am a bit young, right? I'm only 25, but it's also something that I have, experiences that other people just don't have, and to be able to utilize that to make sure that I'm not the only one moving forward, that it's absolutely normal for girls to play hockey moving forward. It's absolutely normal for minorities to play hockey moving forward. It's normal for girls to hold, higher positions within sports, and it's normal for, a black woman or a black male to coach NCAA hockey or, hopefully one day NHL hockey. I think that that's something that is that constant motivator for me.
Well, it was nice to meet you. Keep skating. And don't let the boys push you around, right?